Hey everyone, it's Tricia from the Rockville in the library. Here's my newest cooking video. We've done a lot of bread, I've done cake. I decided to try something a little bit healthier. So I picked a recipe from Smitten Kitchen. It's Deb Perlman. She's one of my favorite food bloggers. She's right here in New York City. And she's always someone that I go and I look at her recipes. Okay, so we're going to make today, drum roll please, carrot and white bean burger. I know it doesn't sound amazing. Well, it does sound amazing. It doesn't sound like ooh, but I think it's gonna be delicious. So let's get started. So she suggested some accompaniments to go with the burger. She suggested like smashed avocado, lettuce, and hot sauce. But what I'm really excited for was the pickled red onions. I love pickled red onions, and they're really quick to make. It takes about 5 minutes, and then they keep in the refrigerator for about a week. So we're going to get started with the pickled onions first, and then we'll move on to the burger. Okay, so we first need to start with a thinly sliced red onion. So do it slow and even and really thin. Okay, so in a bowl, we're going to put the red onion and then also 2 tablespoons of water and then 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. One, 2. And then we're going to need a half a teaspoon of kosher salt. My handy dandy salt cellar. So half a teaspoon of salt. And then it also calls for a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar. Give that a little whirl. Ooh. And then we're going to leave, I'm making a mess. We're going to leave this for 5 minutes, and I'll keep on like giving it a little turn. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we have olive oil, a tablespoon of olive oil over a low heat. And then we're going to dump in a half a cup of plain panko bread crumbs. And we're going to toast these for 3 to 5 minutes till they're nice and brown and crisp. While the panko bread crumbs are browning, I am going to be dicing a small onion. It calls for a small onion or I believe 3 shallots. I don't have any shallots in the house right now, but I did have a small onion. So that's what I'm going with today. Okay, so in a new frying pan, I added 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and it's heating up to on like a low temperature. And I'm going to add these onions to it now. I'm going to cook this for 8 to 10 minutes until it's nice and soft and slightly golden. Okay, so next we're going to need 2 cups of grated carrots. Now I've already peeled the carrots and I just have to grate them. Should be about 2 medium carrots. I didn't have medium carrots. I had smaller ones, so it was definitely more than that. So I'll be measuring to find out how much I actually needed. Okay, so to your onions, you're going to add your 1 tablespoon of table paste, and then you're going to also add in your carrots. Mine took about 5.5 of smaller carrots, thinner carrots. I'm going to add that in. And then I need 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. So that was 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. And I always slightly go under salt because I feel like sometimes things have too much salt. I'm going to mix it up. Now, when you open a can of tomato paste, a lot of times that's it. You don't have any other use for it. So what I do is I take it by the tablespoon and I put it on a cookie sheet, and then I put it in the freezer and I let it freeze, and then I put that into a bag. And later on, when I just need a tablespoon, which this recipe needed just 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, I will take it out, let it defrost, and then you're all set. Okay, so we're going to stir this together for 8 to 10 minutes, and you're going to let it get soft and slightly blistered. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, our carrots are nicely blistered, and they taste delicious. So to this, I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And I'm going to stir this up until all the vinegar has been evaporated. Alright, so I have my panko breadcrumbs in a big bowl, and I'm going to take my carrot and onion mixture, and add that to this as well. Alright, my recipe. And then I have 2 cans of white beans. I had in the house. I had Great Northern, and I had cannellini. You know what I mean? Cannellini. That's the word. I had that, so I gave them a rinse, and now they're going right into the bowl too. I'm going to stir this up and try to smush some of the beans, but by leaving many of them, most of them, whole. So she said to use, rubber spatula or a wooden spoon. So I'm going to see how I do with this. Okay. I think a wooden spoon is probably a little bit easier. Our last ingredient we're going to add to this mixture is 1 beaten egg. I'm going to stir that in. And that will help everything stick together while you cook it. So technically, I tasted it before I added the egg, and it was amazing. The apple cider vinegar really gives it a nice little hit your taste buds. So you could actually probably just eat it from that state. Okay. Let me go get a baking sheet. Okay. So I have a cookie scoop here. It's a large one. It's like a muffin one. I think it's around 1/2 cup, so I'm going to make this amounting mounting scoopfuls. Turn to clean, and I'm going to make a burger shape and put it on a cookie sheet with parchment paper. So that made 8 nice sized burgers, and I have one extra one that I'm going to cook up now. Now the rest of these, I'm going to put in the freezer, like this on a parchment paper, and let it freeze. And then once they're completely frozen, I'll put them into like a Tupperware, freezer bag, something, and like with a piece of parchment paper cut in between it, and I can just take out one at a time as I want to cook them. Alright, so I have some olive oil preheating in my pan. And I'm going to start cooking my patty. I think the smaller the size of your patty, the better. So I might go back and redo my burgers a little bit smaller, probably make like 2 more. They're a little bit unwieldy. So for these, I'm going to cook 3 to 4 minutes per side. Alright, let's give it a flip. Alright, my burger is done. And I want to show you look how much the pickled onions have collapsed down. So I went up doubling, because it's pretty big onion, I went up doubling the vinegar and sugar and everything that went in there. So I'm going to put this on the side. Wow. That is amazing. The actual, you really taste the beans and you taste the carrots and the onions. There's not a lot of flavors to it, but it all works beautifully. And then the nice tanginess of the red onions, it's really amazing. I think you should all try this. Once again, thank you for joining me at my cooking show brought to you by the Rockville Center Public Library. I hope you enjoyed watching me make my carrot and white bean burgers. They were scrumptious. The pickled onions really pushed it over the top. I definitely think if you were going to make this, you should make that too, and you should always have that in the house. I hope everyone's having a good week, and I will be seeing you soon. So, once again, bye-bye.